Hello, welcome back to Overbooked. I'm Amanda, and today we're going to be discussing my October TBR and the readathon that I am doing this month. So let's start with my just in general TBR for this month. First book that I am going to read is The Last House Guest by Megan Miranda. She's also the author of All the Missing Girls, and I'm just pointing that out because I've read that book. Really enjoyed it, so I'm hoping I'll enjoy this. So I actually already started this book, and I am enjoying it so far. It's kind of like, it's a little slow moving right now, but I think that there's some really intriguing questions that are like happening, so it like makes me want to read more. It's about this young woman, and she's from this like summer destination spot in Maine, and her best friend is found dead, and it's presumed a suicide, but the main character is not convinced. So just kind of like the story of how she's trying to figure out this murder mystery, essentially. Pretty good. It's also Reese Witherspoon's pick for, I think it was August. Also reading Karamo, My Story of Embracing Purpose, Healing, and Hope. This is just Karamo Brown's memoir. I love Queer Eye. I'm a big fan, so I'm very excited. I actually picked up this book because I am going to an event and Karamo Brown is speaking, and so I wanted to, and I think he's speaking about his memoir, so I wanted to read the book before I went, and that is next week, so I'm very excited about that. Maybe I'll do a video about that, maybe I won't, you know what, a lot of empty promises sometimes, but. So the next two are books that were on my TBR list last month, so I'm hoping that this readathon will kind of help. So Fire on the Track, and this is just the story of the early Olympic women in the track and field. I haven't started this at all, so hoping to pick this up and finish this month. And the other one is The Cadaver King and the Country Dentist. Haven't started this one either, so hoping to finish this in October. And lastly, I have The Only Plane in the Sky, an oral history of 9/11. And I found this through the Snacks podcast, which I've talked about numerous times. I can link it again. And it's just kind of a detailed history of 9/11. I heard very good things about it. A lot of bookstagrammers that I follow read it as well. So really, really excited to read this. So that is a quick TBR of what I'm going to try to read in October. But let's go over what I'm going to try to, my TBR list for the Trick-or-Treat-a-thon. The readathon that I'm doing is, like I just said, the Trick-or-Treat-a-thon, and there are 8 prompts, and there are 3 different teams. There's Team Ghost, Team Witch, and Team... You guys, obviously, I've done my homework. So there's like trick and treats to each team. Get it? Trick-or-Treat-a-thon. So Team Ghost is, the trick is that you have to read all the books in order of the prompts, which kind of sucks. And then the treat is that I could have started 3 days earlier, which I didn't take advantage of. So fair warning, there are 8 prompts, and I have kind of a general idea what I'm going to read for some of them, but I don't have like a set TBR for this challenge. Like I'm going to be kind of winging it. So for those of you that are watching that are also partaking in this challenge, sorry about it. I don't really... It's kind of like my reading life. I really, really wing what I am going to be reading. Hopefully I'll have like a maybe more clear idea like in the coming weeks, but I think I'm just gonna really, really try to take it prompt by prompt. But let's dive into the prompts. First one is A Costume Party, and that's a set book. We're gonna read a whole book together. And I believe if I read the rules correctly, I don't have to read this book first. So I don't have to go in order and read this book first before I start the next one. And that is Coraline by Neil Gaiman. So I have seen this book, like I Googled it and it looks familiar. I've never had the desire to pick it up, but we'll see how it goes. Monster Mash is the next prompt, and you have to read a book that has your team mascot in it. So I think I'm gonna use The Last House Guest because I think I'm gonna kind of loosely use these prompts, but she keeps talking about how she keeps seeing a ghost. Like there's all these break-ins into these rental properties that she oversees, and she feels like it's her friend's ghost. I'm gonna use that for this prompt. So already halfway through. Let's do it, Team Ghost. The third prompt is fall foliage. Read a book with fall covers, red, orange, yellow, brown. Two options for this. I really want to read Karamo before I go to this event next week. So there's brown in the background here. There's red and yellow on my library sticker in the front. I don't know. I might just kind of like read this and not use it for a prompt. But I also have The Cadaver King and The Country Dentist. Black. There's gold. It looks very scary, Halloween-y. So I'm going to use this. Thank you, readathon, for helping me accomplish my TBR. So number 4 is a spooky hayride. Read a book that involves a trip or a quest. So I don't know what I'm going to read for that yet. So I need to do some brainstorming. If you guys have any ideas, please leave them in the comments below. So I'll read that again, like a spooky hayride. Read a book that involves a trip or a quest. I don't know, I'll have to think about it. Wild would have been really good. It's a whole trip. She hikes the whole Pacific Crest Trail or whatever it's called. I've already read it though, shoot. So the next prompt is Corn Maze, read a book where someone gets lost / finds themselves. So I think I have a book for this prompt, and it's for the Girly book club that I do, and it's for the book that we're gonna read in November, but I saw that it's available at the library already, so I might be checking that out soon. But it's called Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield, and it's about this young girl who all these people are trying to claim, and then they have to find out who she is, and she has to find out who she is, so I thought that would be a good book for this prompt. Also has a lot of fall foliage on it. So the next prompt is Black Cat. Read a book with an animal on the cover. I'll have to do some digging for this one. I don't have one yet. Spiderwebs. Read a book that gives you the heebie-jeebies. So I'm going to use a Girly book club book again, and we're reading The Broken Girls by Simone St. James for October's book, which I think is currently in transit at my library right now. So I think I should be having it soon. And it's about this like home for girls, and it's essentially haunted, and it sounds very creepy. So I think that one will give me the heebie-jeebies for sure. Okay, so the last prompt is scary movie. Read a book and watch the movie TV adaptation. So I'm not super sure what I'm gonna do for this one, but my coworker today gave me an idea that I might do, and it is Misery by Stephen King, and then watch the movie. But Stephen King might be a little intense for me. I don't know. We'll see. Also, I don't know how long Misery is. I don't know if I can actually do that. Yeah. So that is my TBR for the month of October, and my TBR, my loose TBR right now for my Trick-or-Treat-a-thon. I'm very excited to do this readathon. For those of you that are also doing it, please comment what you guys are reading, how you guys are progressing. I am very, 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 very overbooked. I think I've mentioned this a million times, so if you're eye rolling, it's okay. I do have 2 jobs. I'm taking a class for my master's program, and so I just feel like very overwhelmed. So I am very busy, so I don't know how well this readathon is gonna go, and I'm using this readathon to kind of dip my toes in. So I apologize if I'm not doing super well for my team, or if I actually don't really complete all the prompts. But I'm gonna try my absolute best, I promise, and I'm very, very excited. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.